Welcome back, guys. It's part 2 of the octopus hunt. And you know what? It's a blue ring octopus hunt, but at this point I'd be happy just to find any octopus. And we call it octopus season because it's October and it rhymes, but it's actually cephalopod season, so I really wouldn't mind seeing a bunch more flamboyant since those are one of my favorite critters. So yeah, we're still at Secret Corner area, and on the first dive that you guys saw, I went way down there about half mile, took a drift dive all the way back to about right here. And on this dive, I'm gonna start off where we left off, do a big circle till about right here, and we're just gonna keep searching. I mean, this is the most common octopus spot in Dauin, so we got a good chance of finding something. So we gotta get ready. Hey, you guys want some advice how to look stupid? Wear your goggles like this. If you want to look like a newbie, wear your goggles like this. And call them goggles. If you want to look like a professional, wear them like this or around your neck. If you have a fat neck like me, just wear them like this. You'll never see a dive master or instructor wear their mask like this. So, yeah. You never wear it like that. You only see snorkelers like that. So, yeah. Also, a little tip. It doesn't matter how much you clean your mask or coat it with soap, scrub it with toothpaste, all that. If you wear it like this before the dive, especially you're on the boat, you're in the heat, it gets hot from your head and it'll heat up, and then you're screwed. It's gonna fog on the dive, so that's another reason not to do it. Anyways, that's just tips with Justin. Anyway, let's go find some octopus. Hopefully. I didn't see any octopus on part 1, although I did find that weird freaking snail thing. I gotta figure out the name of that still, but that was cool. So yeah, no matter if I find octopus today or not, definitely gonna see some cool stuff. It is Dauin, so let's get out there.
Critter hunter.
So if you're wondering why I sometimes bring a GoPro on a dive along with my regular camera, it's so I can take pufferfish selfies, of course. This is a giant old porcupine puffer, and they're everywhere. So now it's time to search the sands, and this is another muck diving site. Just tons of sand, but with little critters hiding everywhere. Just like in the last episode, there's a lot of little, what I call oases, which are rock outcroppings or whatever with lots of coral and tons of critters on them. They're always a great spot to search for little stuff. Like this stonefish, which you really don't want to put your hand on. There's a lot of these anchor blocks laying around where all the buoys are tied to, and there's tons of life around them. Including all sorts of colors of anemones. I'm really blown away by how many awesome looking anemones there are around. So as you can see in this shot, this is the most iconic example of muck diving. It looks like I'm looking at nothing, just filming barren sand. But in reality, this is what I got. So next to this bushy little coral out in the sand, there was probably 50 of these little clear shrimp just walking around and staring at me as I went by. So of course I got distracted, had to stop searching for octopus and start filming these guys. And they're just so super cooperative that I had to keep going. And it turned out to be some of my best and favorite shrimp footage yet. These guys were just vying for attention. They kept crawling in front of the camera, pushing each other aside. And they're really cool. I get to see them eating, and if you look closely, each of their little tiny hands has a little tiny claw. Some of them don't have those big front arms and claws. Maybe they're the females, I don't know. But you can see they have really cool coloration, even though they're mostly clear. And then I noticed in the camera that I can see their insides. So of course, it's only natural that I try to film that. And you can see the beating of something. Probably not his heart. I don't know what that is, but you can see his insides moving and working, and it's really weird, but really cool footage. It looks like this guy was entertained by me and just eating popcorn. They're just too tiny to really focus on their eyes, but it's still cool footage. And here's probably the best shot of their insides. You can see it moving and being weird. It's really cool anatomy. Some of my coolest macro shots yet, that's for sure. You can see why I get distracted from searching the barren sands for an octopus when these guys are just so readily available all over the place. What do you guys think about these shots? So, spoiler alert for this episode, I didn't find an octopus. Yeah, sure, I would love to be filming a rare blue ring or a mimic or a wonderpus. But it's so hard to be disappointed when I'm diving with so many awesome little critters everywhere. It's not like a site where if I don't find an octopus, I'm not going to find anything. It's Dauin, so I'm finding porcelain crabs and all kinds of anemones, different kinds of shrimp, everything you can really think of. There's never a lack of stuff to film. That's why I live here, that's why I fell in love with critters, and that's why I'm not too disappointed, and I hope you aren't either, that I haven't found an octopus yet. Even in these barren, sandy-looking slopes with seemingly nothing around, I'm finding tons of stuff everywhere. It's a hard job, but someone's got to do it.
Well, that was another awesome dive, but no octopus. I don't know what's going on. This is the octopus spot. It's octopus season. Just haven't found any. Haven't seen any cuttlefish either. Don't know why. I hope they're not overfished during the pandemic. We'll see. I'm not done searching though. We're gonna have to do another part searching for some octopus. But it's not looking good for a blue ring. But this is Dauin, so I did get a lot of good footage anyway. Those crab or shrimp were insane. Can't believe how cooperative they were. And I can see their insides and everything. I hope it turns out to be a good video. So yeah, great dive. You better subscribe because we're not done looking for octopus. We're gonna be back out here on the next episode, part 3. Even if we don't see octopus, we're gonna see something cool, just like today. So, see you guys on the next one.
And that's all the critters I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, the bell notification so you never miss a critter episode. So let's take a look at some of the top comments from the last video. The first one says, "Dude, in my book, any dive with the nudie is an awesome dive." Yeah, I kinda have to agree. I say that about shrimp and crabs and all kinds of stuff. Just like on this dive, they might just save an episode, you know? If I don't find my target species, I'm always gonna find something else. The next comment says, octopus is my favorite aquatic animal. They're so clever. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. The only thing I like just as much or maybe more is the flamboyant cuttlefish. They're just mesmerizing. I love watching them, and they're probably the cutest animal in the ocean. So I love octopus, but flamboyants are up there too. If you guys want a chance of having your comment featured on the next video, all you gotta do is leave a comment here on this video. If you like this video, you'll probably like either of these two, so click one and enjoy. See you guys on the next one.